Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about day 3 of my trip to St. Martin. So we had booked this ATV ride the first night that we had got there. The crazy part about it is the second night that we was there, we seen a video on TikTok that showed that you could do a day trip to Anguilla and also a day trip to St. Bart's. The timing was kind of off because we was only there for 4 days, and this day in particular was the ATV riding. When we looked up the schedule for the trips to St. Bart's, it didn't really add up with what we was doing because our ATV excursion was at 9 a.m. So I think the last ferry from St. Bart's leaves St. Bart's at 5:30. So the ATV riding was supposed to be 4 hours. We wouldn't have had enough time to get over there and enjoy the day and come back. So basically we just decided to probably do that another trip, and we just decided to go to Anguilla on the day we was leaving, which was day 4. So we woke up in the morning. Well, I'm not even gonna lie to you, I didn't wake up on time. I supposed to have been there at 9 o'clock. I was hungover from the night before. I didn't get up till like 12 o'clock. So we wound up just rescheduling it for 1 o'clock. So we got up in time. We tried to rush over to the location, which was only about 10-15 minutes away. We attempted to stop at Burger King, but they was real slow. Like, I realized people on this island don't have a sense of urgency. So, they was taking their time. We had to just dip off the line and just head off, to the ATV location. Along the route, we get to see, the island, the mountains and everything. It's green and it looked beautiful. And we, got over to the area where the ATV ride was at. So we was there, and it was a big group of 9 that showed up, and they was on the tour with us. And then it was these 2 white couples that was on the trip, and I think one other person. So one thing, a heads up is they didn't tell you in the description, but you're gonna get wet on the tour. So they have water shoes there that you could buy. It's like $20 each, and we had to buy it because if not, you would mess up your sneakers or whatever. So then we get on the ATVs, we start riding off, and we basically, stopped off at different sites. So one of the sites we stopped off at was this hill. It's like to take you all the way up to this hill, and you can look over and see basically this amazing view. And for those who don't know, the island is split into 2. The bottom part, the Dutch own, and the top part, the French own. So, that's basically how it is. So at the view, you can see the border where the French own one side and the Dutch own the other side. I forgot the name of it. I might tag it in the description, but it's pretty beautiful, man. So then from there we drive off, and then we drive over to this little beach section that has this really shallow water, and it comes up to maybe about your calves or whatever. And it was pretty dope, man. He called it the Jesus Walk. So you walk over to this little small island. You can see it. It's like right there. It's not that far. Maybe like a little 5-minute walk in the water. And when you get over there, you got a chance to take pictures and everything and see different animals. The guy found a starfish we took a picture with, a sea urchin, and there's some other animal called a sea star. Now this animal I never seen before, some long black alien looking creature. But it was pretty cool, man. Did that, it was pretty dope. After that, we head off and we headed to Orient Beach. And that beach is one of the most beautiful beaches they have there in St. Martin. So yeah, we was driving, and again, this tour is a 4-hour tour. So we riding, and the group that was there, it was a few girls that was in the group. Some of them I guess were single because it was 9 of them, and it was only 3 guys, you know what I mean? So it was like, I guess 3 couples and the rest was just single women. So one of them was flirting with the tour guide, and I guess that led him to want to show off. So as we were riding, getting close to the beach, the dude was trying to show off on a bike and do trips, and he tricks, and he wound up flipping over the bike and doing like a bunch of tumbles, and then the bike landed on top of him. He got up, his face was covered in mud. The dude flipped over and broke up his ATV. He had a gash on his face. He was covered in mud. Everybody was busting out laughing. Yeah, it was crazy. He had to speed up and basically leave us to go try to find some water to wash up with. And we was there anyway. Like, the path we was on, it was right there. So the majority of the ATV ride is on-road experiences, but you do a little bit of off-road. A little bit of bumpy road. It's not too crazy. I mean, I've been in other places where it was mainly off-road, where it was, you know, strictly in the dirt and dust, but this mainly was on the side of the road, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, it was pretty cool, man. But yeah, just to correct myself earlier, it's Orient Bay Beach. That's what it's called. So we went there, and basically they have a restaurant there and like a little souvenir shop. The beach is beautiful. It's real beautiful. The water is clear. You know how it basically be in the majority of the Caribbean. So yeah, I went there, got some conch fritters and some red snapper fillets, and the price was pretty decent. It wasn't too crazy. You know, I'm not gonna lie, while I was there, the majority of the food was kind of expensive. I spent well over $1,000 on just, you know, the excursion and renting the car and food, basically. You know what I mean? But yeah, but the food was good though, man. So that was basically it. Then at the end of the tour, we rolled back, and that was it. They had rum punch, you know, complimentary for everybody when you get back. But like I said, I was getting over a hangover, so you know, I really wasn't in the mood to drink. If I'm not mistaken, the company is called Bubbles. You know, that's basically the tour guide. And you could basically rent it through TripAdvisor. If you go on TripAdvisor, they have numerous other, you know, companies and different excursions you could do and stuff like that. But that was the one I did. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then at the end of that, we went to this restaurant called BOVIN Steak House. It's located on a property. Again, if I didn't mention it, the property I stayed on was Simpson Bay Resort, and it's only like about 10 minutes from the airport. The area is filled with numerous restaurants. Like on the way back, we seen numerous restaurants that, you know, looked like it was good. Looked up the reviews, and reviews said it was good. They have sex shops over there, things like that. While I was out there, I seen there was a lot of, you know, homosexual men out there. So I think the island kind of catered to them too, in a sense, because there's a lot of sexual things that you can do. When I was on TripAdvisor, I seen they had a naked boat tour, I think for maybe about $1,200 a day or whatever like that. So if you get a bunch of people, you could, you know, go there. One of the establishments I was at had a gay pride flag there, so I guess that's what, you know, what is going on. You know, they welcome into you know, the homosexual community and things like that. But yeah, man, the weather was warm, everything was dope. You know, I had a good time, man. So yeah, like I said, we got back, hung out on the beach for a little while, and then went to Bovin's. Bovin's is an expensive steakhouse, like a very extravagant type of thing. Went there, had excellent service. The guy who was our waiter gave us excellent customer service. They start off by giving you this bread with 3 different type of butters that you can choose from, and it all has different tastes. One is rosemary. I think that was my favorite one. We had got this calamari. That was pretty good. And then we got some steak. Now, like I said, it is a little on the expensive side, so you can see some of the steaks for like $70 and things like that. And again, the sides is not included. The sides, if I'm not mistaken, was $11 each. So, you know, if you get 2 sides plus your steaks, you know, that's already almost $100. And then, you know, top of that, you might want to get drinks or, you know, appetizers, things like that. So it could be a little expensive, man. Just keep that in mind, man. But yeah, the steakhouse is literally on the beach as well. So after that, you could go outside. They got like tables and stuff out there. You could take pictures and things like that. And yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I had a good, dope experience that day, man.